Hi, and welcome to our Pilates basics. We're going to do one for the glutes now called the Clam. So get yourself lying down on your mat. And you want to have your knees bent about 90 degrees. You're going to take your hand and in the middle of the mat, place the hand down. And then we want to have our hips and our feet on the edge of our mat. So we've got this long line, but the hands actually coming through the center of the mat. We want to have both hips stacked on top of each other, so we don't want to be rolling forward, we definitely don't want to be rolling back. So just finding that position where you feel the knees stacked, the feet stacked, and especially the hips stacked. Head can relax down. Now, you can place your hand in front of you here, but what I'm going to get you to do first is to just do a little exercise where you squeeze the heels together and you can feel your glutes on the side here start to fire up a little bit. That's it. So we're going to activate our T-zone to begin with. So even as you're lying on the side, you want to think of pubic bone drawing up towards the stomach and then the hip bones drawing in towards each other, and we're keeping that activated the entire way through. So hand is here to just support us. We're going to use an inhale. On the exhale, open the knee, and then on the inhale, gently lower the leg back down. So the exhale's a little bit of a squeeze. Inhale gently brings us back down. Let's go for a few more like this. So continuing on, the exhale comes up, the inhale comes back down. If you find yourself rocking forward or back, keep thinking of drawing those two hip bones towards each other to stabilize. The exhale is a squeeze. You can think of also squeezing your heels together, so that heel activation is going to help make this nice and secure. It's going to keep this in the glutes and out of our TFL and out of our thighs. So we want to keep this all into the glutes. Good. A few more rounds of this on this side. Nice and controlled. Good. Let's go for one more. And then gently release this side. You can simply roll onto the other side, but for me, I'm going to come all the way over onto my other side so you can see me. So once again, I've got my arm in the middle of my mat. I've got my hips on the back of the mat and also my feet. I'm going to stack my hips, knees, and feet. So I want to make sure I'm not too far forward. I want to make sure I'm not too far back, but pretty stacked there. Good. Now, hand is down to support us, and we want to make sure that we're firing up this T-zone, so drawing that pubic bone up towards the stomach, hips in towards each other. That's going to keep us nice and stable. Good. Use an inhale, and then squeeze on the exhale to open up the knee. Inhale, slowly lower it back down. Exhale to come back up, so we want to have that little squeeze in the heels. Inhale brings you back down. Good. Continuing this on in your own breath. Continuing to squeeze those heels on and feeling the top up here activate and squeeze. Good. If you're starting to feel like you're rocking all over the place, keep drawing those hips towards each other. And maybe just decrease the size of motion. It doesn't matter how far you come up, as long as you can feel a squeeze in and around the glutes here. That's it. So keep breathing nice and even. Slowly resist as you come back down, so it's not a plonk back down. One more like this, and then slowly release. Good. So hopefully you would have felt a little bit of activation on either side of the glutes there. On either side, make sure that you are doing the same amount on each side if you're going to practice this by yourself. Or if you're finding that one side tires really quick compared to the other, you might find there's an imbalance between the glutes, and you might want to actually do more on the side that fatigues quicker so you can get them more of an equal balance. Enjoy. Bye.